Welcome to The Explainer, where we deconstruct sources to find the story within. All right, today we're looking at this. It's a seemingly simple list of 12 colors from a children's video. Now, you might just look at it and think, okay, a random sequence. But is it? Or is there deliberate design at play here? Okay, so let's really dive into this. We're going to treat this list not as just some lesson for kids, but as a piece of data that needs to be analyzed. Time to put on our detective hats. So when you've got a jumble of words like this, what's the very first step to finding a pattern? Well, before you can find any kind of pattern, you've got to impose some structure on all that raw information, right? So let's do exactly that. As we move to our next section, let's see how just organizing this data starts to reveal a hidden logic. This is where things get interesting. Okay, now what's really interesting here is that the moment we see the colors laid out in their exact order, boom, something just pops right out at us. Look right there in the middle. You've got red, then blue, then red, then blue again. That immediate repetition is our very first clue that this is not random. And check this out. This illustrates the next clue perfectly. When we actually count them up, we see that exactly 3 colors are repeated. Red, blue, and pink all show up twice. The rest, they just appear one time. That's no accident. Right. So the crucial point here is that this repetition isn't random at all. In fact, it's the key to the entire learning method. It's what's driving the whole thing. Just 3 colors. They form the absolute backbone of this sequence: red, blue, and pink. Think of them as anchors. This shows a really clear division of labor within the list. You've got some colors that are there to be reinforced over and over again. That's red, blue, and pink. And then you have the other colors, which are there for introducing brand new concepts. And get this, the placement of the color pink is so clever. It shows up early and then way later on. This actually hints at a simple form of what's called spaced repetition. It's a learning technique designed to test your recall right when you might be starting to forget. So when we put all these different clues together, a surprisingly elegant teaching strategy just emerges from this list. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Yeah, this simple list of colors is actually a really sophisticated 4-step micro lesson. See? It introduces new concepts, it reinforces the core ones, it reintroduces a color for recall, and then it wraps it all up with some novelty to keep you engaged. Brilliant. This is such a good reminder that the most powerful designs, they often feel so natural that we don't even notice the incredible amount of thought that went into them. Effective communication often just hides its own structure. So what this seemingly basic list really leaves us with is a challenge, right? It challenges us to look for the hidden genius in all the simple things around us. How often do we overlook the power of simple, deliberate design? It's definitely something to think about.